Hey everyone, welcome back to a training that so many people have wanted me to do. So today we're going New York versus Tel Aviv versus UK. And I'm going to rank different topics like color, Jewish life, dating, various things, and basically saying which place is best. Now, I'm coming from a young professional perspective, but I'm going to explain my options. You're going to be really surprised with a few. It's probably going to spark a few arguments, a few disagreements. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts. This is just the quality we have right now. I'm going to be doing many more of these videos. I just want to create fun content. Over time, the production is going to be 10 times better. But if you enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe because I'm excited to kind of build a connection with you guys. I think on Instagram, yeah, I can go a bit personal, but here I can do longer form content, a bit more personal, and just to get to know a bit more from a personal approach rather than just a fitness coach. So let's get started. I'm very excited for this. Challah. Number one, Challah. So remember, we have New York, Tel Aviv, and UK. The reason why these 3 points are the three cities or slash country is because that's the place I've been most. So I can't say the US, I can't say Jerusalem, I can't say one city in Manchester, like in the UK, because I've been from Manchester and London. So in third place, I'm going Tel Aviv with Challah. Surprise, I'm disappointed. I've tried a variety of bakeries and the quality isn't there in Tel Aviv. Hope this isn't homemade. This is purely supermarket. Second, US. In New York, I think the quality of challah in New York has been not disappointing, but just not so nice. No, it is very, very nice. But just when I go to supermarket challah, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Just challah. It doesn't always feel fresh. Again, my sample size may be a bit small. The reason. Top, it has to be England, UK. And I think actually that's because of preference. Like every Friday night, I'm like so happy with the challah. As a recap, third place, Tel Aviv, second place, New York, first place, UK. Kosher food. Now, sorry, this is not kosher. The background is nice. Hard to give my opinion because I'm not gone to all the kosher places, but I think the place would be the UK. I'm sure there's good quality places, but I do think Tel Aviv and New York has better options. I would probably say joint first. I think there's great places at New York. I think there's great places at Tel Aviv. Probably more options in Tel Aviv than New York. Some may disagree. There may be plenty of options in New York, but I would say top those two. Dating, interesting situation. Now, I'm not going to talk about my dating experience. That's too personal. But what I will say is maybe opportunity and like how easy is it to go on dating and stuff because it's very much a culture in these places. I'll put UK last. I think the communities are smaller and the sample size is a lot larger in the US and Israel. Second, I'm going to put Tel Aviv. The reason why I haven't got a reason why, I just think New York wins. I think the amount of not pressure, but the organizations want people to be together and they want to find matchmaking services and there's a lot of dating events where it doesn't really happen in Tel Aviv. In Tel Aviv is maybe more meeting out on a night out. I don't go clubbing or I don't drink. I think in New York you have like just events for like Jewish singles. So I think that aspect New York has to be top. Jewish life, this is interesting. This is Jewish life, not like connection to Judaism, okay? And I'll explain. For me, I'm going to put joint second, London, UK, and Tel Aviv. You may be like, why is Tel Aviv not first? And I think I personally been to all of them, and I connect a lot more in New York to Judaism, Jewish life, because there are a lot more events. Because everyone here wants to do Jewish events. When I was in Tel Aviv for the Hagim, nobody really cared. I mean, when I went back in the UK for Rosh Hashanah, 80% of the people are going to shul, which I like, I respect. But when I was in in Tel Aviv for Rosh Hashanah, it was just a normal day outside. No one really went to shul, and that's not my decision for anyone else. Like, anyone can do what they want. But for me, New York is like another level because one, there's so many, and so many people are proud to be Jewish here, which is beautiful. Everyone is proud everywhere. Just found it more connection here. Like, I go to a synagogue a lot more in New York than Tel Aviv or the UK. And I think everyone will have a different opinion. So that's my opinion. Living. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna put New York last. I love living here. I'm not actually living here technically, so I can't really say that. And that's really is. Haven't lived in New York properly. I've been back and forth. And then I'm gonna put UK second because family, it's still technically home for me. And I'll put Tel Aviv first because a Tayalet walk, a sunset walk is like beautiful. When I was there for 4 months recently, the last day I was there was as beautiful as the first day. You don't get bored of that view. So just for that, like going on a sunset walk in Tel Aviv with the warmth, that is magical. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. I think that's something I don't take for granted. I think that's such a beautiful feeling. And when you train, you work out, you get like endorphins. That feeling there, just walking, the smell, just beautiful people around you, good environment, is a beautiful feeling. So Tel Aviv has to go first. Shabbat, I'm going to put Tel Aviv last. This is from a Jewish perspective. I don't think there's as many things in Tel Aviv to do from a Shabbat perspective. And like, when you think about Shabbat, you think around the Shabbat table, where in Tel Aviv, it's like everyone's at the beach, which is fine. Like, religious people go to the beach on Shabbat. It's just, it's like, Shabbat, it's like sit around the table, have challah and stuff. So that's why it's third. I'm going to put New York second and UK first, only because it's family. I think that's, for me, like, I do a lot more social shuls in New York, but you can't beat a family Shabbat, and that will never be beaten. So that's beautiful. That's why UK is first. Walking. I was really happy with this one when it came up. So this is really hard because I love walking all these places. Where I'm based, I love my walking there. It's very, very good. I have a really good walking routine. In Tel Aviv, my steps are crazy. And then New York is the walking city of the world. So how am I going to decide is tough. I'm going to put New York last. Even though it's amazing, there's lots of lights. It can get cold, and safety. You wouldn't walk after 8 or 10 p.m. in the dark, where New York, in Tel Aviv and UK, I would. Second, I'm going to put the UK. Just I'm used to my walking routine. I love it, but quite lonely. Just normal routine again and again. And then Tel Aviv number one. Oh, yeah. There's so many good walks in Tel Aviv. You can go North Tel Aviv, Jaffa, and just perfect. Like the sun walks. It's quite flat overall. Great spots to go for coffee as well. Just, I don't know why people get scooters when you can walk. So that's there. And then Jewish events, that's the last one. Jewish events, so definitely UK last, just a sample. Definitely Tel Aviv second, because I've not been to too many events, but I just think you can't beat New York in Jewish events. There's so many, and it's great. It's like you could probably find an event every single day if you really wanted to. And then it's just the sheer amount of events is great. So UK last, Tel Aviv second, New York first. So I actually think that's a good list. I think there'll be it'll be different per person, I think people have got different opinions. But if you are someone who is like looking, let's say you're in the UK, or let's say you're an Israeli, or let's say you live somewhere in the US, but not New York. And you're like, where should I go? Hopefully this is helpful. I think everyone's experience is very different. I think for me, a big thing about my life is I don't drink and I don't want to be out late. And that really makes a huge difference, especially about being in New York and Tel Aviv, because it's very normal to go to events. It's very normal to drink. It's a bit the culture there for the unprofessional life. And that's just not been for me. But yeah, I've still been able to really enjoy these places. And I don't have to drink to enjoy. And that's really important for yourself to understand. And I really believe I'm obviously currently recording this in the States. If you are a young professional, or anyone actually, I really believe spending some time in New York, going to these communities over the weekend is really special, especially if, let's say, you're early 20s. I think it's a really good opportunity if it is a possibility for you. But I meet people here in their 30s and 40s, and it's a beautiful thing. So anyone can. I just think it's you're like, wow, so many Jewish people around you. It makes you feel like a proud Jew. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.